Every love story begins the same way, with hope. She stood at the altar in a white dress, looking into his eyes, believing every word he said. I promise to love you. I promise to protect you. I promise to cherish you till death do us part. Her mother cried happy tears. Her friends told her she was lucky. Everyone said she had found a good man, a man who looked like he had everything together, a man who smiled at all the right moments, a man who seemed perfect. But here's what no one tells you about some marriages. The vows you speak on your wedding day can become the chains you wear in silence. Till death do us part. She thought those words meant forever love. She didn't know they would become a threat. The man who promised to protect her became the one she needed protection from. The man who vowed to cherish her made her feel worthless. The man who said he would love her forever taught her what it felt like to be a prisoner in her own home. 7 years. That's how long Amara waited for things to change. 7 years of believing that love, prayer, and patience will fix what was broken. 7 years of shrinking herself smaller and smaller, hoping that will be enough. But some stories don't end with the rescue she prayed for. Some stories end when the woman decides she's done waiting to be saved. This is the story of 72 hours. 3 days that separated a woman who endured from a woman who escaped. 3 days where silence became evidence, where fear became strategy, where her victim became her own hero. But before we begin, if you believe that stories like this need to be heard, if you believe that someone watching right now needs to know they are not alone, if you believe that truth, no matter how uncomfortable, deserve to be told, then subscribe to this channel, because the stories we share here aren't just entertainment. They are survivor guides, they are wake-up calls, they are proof that you are stronger than you think. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because what you're about to witness isn't just Amara's story. It could be your sister's story, your friend's story, your neighbor's story, or even yours. Now, let's go back to where it really started. 72 hours before everything changed. The phone is recording. Amara's hand trembles as she positions it on the bookshelf, half hidden behind your wedding photo. The red light blinked once, twice. Kelechi's voice cuts through the silence like a blade. Amara, where are you? She closes her eyes, counts to 3. 1, 2, 3. Then walks down the stairs. But to understand how she arrived at this moment, we need to go back 72 hours earlier. Amara stands in the bathroom, staring at her reflection in the mirror. She practiced the smile she'll wear today. The smile that says everything is fine. The smile that has fooled her family, her friends, her church members for years. The smile that has fooled everyone. Today is their wedding anniversary. Kelechi hasn't mentioned it once. She finds him in the kitchen, scrolling through his phone, the one she's never allowed to touch. Good morning, she says softly. He doesn't look up. Your mother called yesterday. She tries again. She wants to. Did I ask you to talk? His voice is flat, dead. Silence swallows the room. It's a familiar silence, the kind that teaches you to make yourself smaller, quieter, and less. Amara pours his tea. Her hands are steady now, years of practice. She's learned not to let the cup rattle against the saucer. Rattling means she's nervous. Nervous means weak. And weak means consequences. As she sits the tea down, she sees it. A notification on his second phone. Sonia, can't wait to see you tonight, baby. With an heart emoji. Her stomach drops, but her face doesn't change. Not anymore. Kelechi grabs his key. I'll be late tonight. Don't wake up for me. Work dinner. The door slams behind him. Amara stands frozen in the kitchen for exactly 30 seconds. Then she picks up the second phone. The one he forgot on the counter in his rush. Her heart is hammering so hard she thinks it might burst through her chest. But she picked it up anyway. No password. He never thought he needed it. Not from her. Obedient, trusting Amara. Messages from Sonia. Hotel bills. Photos from Sonia. Receipts. Money transfers. Her money from their joint account. And then a voice note. When are you finally going to leave her? She sounds pathetic. Kelechi's voice sounds warm and affectionate. Soon, baby, soon. She won't even see it coming. The phone slips from her hand. She collapses right there on the kitchen floor. The same floor she's mopped 1,000 times. The same floor where she stood making as a meal, his tea, his life comfortable, while he goes around frolicking with women. But here is what is strange. After the tears, after the shock, she feels something she hasn't felt in 7 years. Clarity. Something inside her that has been bending for 7 years finally snaps. But it doesn't break into pieces. It sharpens. She hasn't eaten all day. That night, Amara sits in the dark living room, laptop open, the glow illuminating her face. On the screen, legal aid websites, domestic abuse hotlines, divorce lawyers consultation, women's shelter, and one more tab. How to document legal evidence. She reads everything, every word, every warning, every success story. And by midnight, she made a list. Record everything, document financial abuse, secure copies of evidence, create an exit plan, tell no one. The last one is underlined 3 times. Tell no one. Not a mother who will beg her to pray harder. Not her friends who thinks Kelechi is wonderful. Not the church who will counsel submission. She's done waiting for someone to save her. Headlights sweep across the living room wall. He's home. Amara moves quickly. Laptop eating, lights off, herself in bed, eyes closed, breathing steady. The bedroom door opens. Kelechi doesn't turn on the light. He reeks of perfume that isn't hers. He climbs into bed without a word. Amara keeps her eyes shut, but beneath the covers, her hand grips her phone, recording. Morning comes with the sound of breaking glass. Amara jolts awake to find Kelechi standing over her, her phone in his hand. What is this? Her blood turns to ice. The recording app is open on the screen. He knows. She starts. You're recording me? His voice is dangerously quiet. You think you are smart. Kelechi, please. He hurls the phone against the wall. It explodes into pieces. You don't trust me. After everything I've done for you, you ungrateful. He grabs her hand. Twist. Pain shoots through her shoulder like lightning. I'm sorry, she cries. I'm sorry. He shoved her back onto the bed, towers over her. You try something like this again, he whispers, his face inches from her, and I promise you, you'll regret it. He storms out. The front door slams. Amara stays on the bed, gasping, clutching her arms. And then, slowly, she reaches under the mattress and pulls out a second phone, the one he doesn't know about, the one that recorded everything. Her lips curve into the smallest, most dangerous smile. 3 hours later, Amara sits across from Mrs. Adeyemi in a small legal aid office. Mrs. Okafor, I need you to be very careful, the lawyer says, a voice kind but firm. If your husband discovers you are building a case, the situation could escalate. Has he ever been physically violent? She asks. Amara pulls up her sleeve. The bruise on her arm is already deepening to purple. Mrs. Adeyemi's expression hardens. We need to move quickly. I'm giving you a direct line to a domestic violence unit. If things escalate, when things escalate, you call immediately. Do you understand? Yes. Do you have somewhere safe to go? Amara hesitates. My mother. But, if you look for me there. Yes. Mrs. Adeyemi writes something down. Slide the paper across. This is a shelter. They don't share locations. You go there when you're ready. Amara folds the paper carefully, tucks it into her bra, the safest place she knows. Mrs. Adeyemi leans forward. Amara, one more thing. When you leave, you need to leave completely. No going back for clothes. No going back for one more conversation. Men like your husband, they don't let go easily. The most dangerous time for a woman in your situation is when she tries to leave. I know. Do you? Because I need you to understand. Amara's voice is quiet but firm. Then I'll be ready.